And Prince Harry cut a lonely figure as he made yet another solo appearance on Monday, this time giggling away with female fans at the US military's Warrior Games in San Diego.
And Prince Harry cut a lonely figure as he made yet another solo appearance on Monday, this time giggling away with female fans at the US military's Warrior Games in San Diego while leaving Meghan behind in Montecito. So the privacy princess seems to finally be taking her title seriously this year as she abandoned Harry during his memoirs, media rounds, his high court appearances, and even his own father's coronation. And Harry's wife isn't the only one keeping him at arm's length. King Charles is reported to be sad, bewildered, and increasingly frustrated by his tearaway son's destructive behavior. While the Duke will not be invited to King Charles's birthday parade this weekend, this is going to be the first time that Harry has been banished from this event. That seems like quite a big deal. But do you get the sense that the King is still not taking a tough enough line? Well, I think he has to tread very carefully, firstly for himself, because he is a monarch and he is a father, and it's very hard to take your love of a child, even if you feel that you absolutely hate what they're doing. But I think, and I actually hope, that he will take action now after the court case. Because I was incandescent when I heard that Harry had said that the United Kingdom now, because of the press and because of the government, was on rock bottom. I thought, how dare you say that about my country? And I think it's the lowest of the low. It is the lowest of the low. It also shows that he doesn't give a damn about royal protocol. And also, can I just say, he doesn't give a damn about democracy, does he, Angela? Because this is a man that doesn't believe in the First Amendment in the US. And he clearly doesn't believe in the British public's right to vote for a government. He won't believe in anything Meghan tells him not to believe. I don't think we really know underneath there what he feels. Well, he claims to be anti-Brexit now, though, doesn't he? He just keeps changing his mind because he's just following what he's told to do. But I think that King Charles has been able to hold the nastiness that his son has thrown at him because it's just him. You know, it's been awful for him about Camilla and William and all those, but he's been able to hold it. But I'm sure that he won't allow Harry to carry on like that. Angela Levin isn't a tabloid reporter. She's a royal biographer, author of Harry, Conversations with the Prince, and someone who once had sympathy for Harry's struggles. But now, she believes he's become a threat to the institution he was born into. She's watched Harry go from a troubled young man to a media weapon, launching attacks on the crown while cashing in on his royal name. From Spare to Netflix to Oprah, her take, you can't call the monarchy a racist, toxic, oppressive system and then keep your place in the line to inherit it. Let's be clear, removing someone from the line of succession is not just symbolic. Right now, Prince Harry is fifth in line to the throne behind William and his 3 children. If by some tragic twist of fate, disaster struck the royal family, Harry would legally be in line to become king. And Angela Levin is saying that is no longer acceptable. A man who has sued the government, attacked the Queen consort, and labeled his own father emotionally distant should not be a heartbeat away from the crown. You can't be part of the royal family and hate the country. You just can't. And I think that that's quite enough to remove him from the line of succession. Just out. You can't have that. His fifth. If, God forbid, something happens to William, he's too close. We have to get him off. It's a bit pointless taking away the Duke of Sussex title because he'll still be prince. You can't take away Prince, then Meghan becomes princess. They want that, yes. But I think that he can't be in the line. He just can't be. I mean, it would, and I think even more than it affects the monarchy, it affects the king, that he has a son who has no manners whatsoever, who hates the country he's in, and doesn't care a hoot about his father, no respect whatsoever. Well, it's interesting. I was just looking at those pictures earlier of the coronation, and Charles and the royals apparently found it quite hilarious that Harry was banished to the 3rd row. And actually, the plue. Because Harry would have felt furious about that, but it's still not enough, is it? It's quite a small fry punishment. I mean, actually, personally, I believe that they should have it all stripped, and also their children should have their titles, too, because it's a joke that they are raising 2 kids in California. Bringing them up, by the way, to despise the royal family, yet they are still prince and princess. Yes. I mean, they don't know them. They haven't been over here in things that they can remember. I know it's ludicrous that they've got royal names. But I think that the thing I really hate about it is that he's got no respect for anybody now except Meghan, and the rest of us. He doesn't care what's going on. The more Charles takes a step forward and says no, and the more William is upset, the harder he'll go, because he's in that room where he wants to make more. If they tell him off, he's going to be naughtier than ever. But why the warning to tread carefully? Because King Charles isn't just a monarch, he's a father. He's tried to be forgiving. He invited Harry to the coronation. He's kept lines of communication open. He's tried to show grace in the face of public humiliation. But Levin says that grace can't come at the cost of duty. At some point, the king must act like the king. He has a nation to represent, not just a wayward son to appease. And if Harry continues using his title to undermine the monarchy, strip him of succession. Simple as that. Let's talk public opinion. Polls in the UK show overwhelming support for removing Harry and Meghan's titles. And even more people believe Harry should be cut from the line of succession. Why? Because there's a difference between walking away from royal life and profiting off royal secrets while staying in line to inherit the throne. Harry wants to slam the institution but still cling to its privileges. Angela Levin's view, and many agree, is that you can't have both. You can't build a global brand on anti-monarchy messaging and still be one of the monarch's heirs. That's not loyalty. That's hypocrisy. You know, it's like he was a schoolboy in Eton, but he still acts child, isn't he? If you tell him not to do something, he does it more. And it's everyone else's fault. It's the media's fault. It's the media's fault that he takes any responsibility. He thinks it's for everybody else. We saw that in court, when, call the journalists, get them to find out. And he's attacking them. Nonsense. Angela, I just want to talk about the Meghan disappearing act, though. There's obviously something very strategic between this. Yes, she's good at that. She's very good at that. I think she's cutting the chain one by one so it doesn't look too much in one go. I think she doesn't want to just send him the engagement, the wedding ring in an envelope like she did with her first husband. I think she's doing it slowly and she's making him now impossible to live with. And I think that if it happens, she's got the mental health, she's got him talking about the killing 25 people in Afghanistan, and therefore it puts him very vulnerable for people to attack him. That's his own fault, the drugs he's taken. Will she say he can't be in charge of the children because he's mentally disturbed? And she's got her mother now living with them. I don't know if it's all the time, but it's certainly a lot. And she can be a witness. And I'm terrified that that's what he's going to do, and she's going to do, and suddenly boom, out. It will be a sudden thing. But he's in such a terrible state. He's so negative. He's going backwards. He's looking at things that happened 30 years ago. Of course, it was awful about his mother, but you can't keep on and on and on and on and on. You have to move forward. Can't excuse it. And she's going forward with a new agent and golden dresses and all that. And she won't join in. She's not there to support him. And I think that is a big sign because the things that he's gone through with the Queen's death and his grandfather's death and the coronation, all on his own, and he's got no one there to be with him, and he's unraveling, and she should be supporting him. Angela Levin, Harry's biographer, thank you so much. We'll speak next week. The question is, will King Charles do it? Will he remove his son from the line of succession? It's not an easy decision. It would be historic, even controversial. But it may also be necessary, because if Harry continues to attack the crown, if Meghan continues to brand herself a duchess while running lifestyle brands, the monarchy will become a punchline. And as Levin says, King Charles's top job isn't protecting Harry's feelings, it's protecting the crown. So, what do you think? Should King Charles remove Prince Harry from the line of succession, or would that only deepen the rift and give Harry even more material to play the victim? Let us know what you think in the comments. Should Charles act like a monarch or a father? Like this video if you think Angela Levin is telling the truth the palace won't say out loud. Subscribe for more royal commentary, sharp, honest, and unfiltered. Thanks for watching. and we'll see you in the next one.